Good morning. All right, I am coming on to take you through a bit of a Wednesday move and groove. So wherever you are, either in your day or if you're catching this on the replay in your evening, to give a little bit of that life and boost of energy into everything that I'm always going on about, which is motioning and moving your spine. So I'm going to take you through the cat flow, and yeah, we're going to really send the energy flowing up that super central highway of your spine, all the way from the hips, traveling up through the central spinal column, out through the crown of the head. We're going to do this seated because it's really, really juicy to be in a seated position. And what I recommend is you get a reasonably comfy chair. If you don't have a comfy chair, it's hard, I would recommend sitting on a blanket or a cushion to help your bum bones, aka sitting bones, out. So this is your cat flow, okay? The cat flow is aiming to wake up, well, not aiming, will wake up that cerebral spinal fluid, that central nervous system that's connected through your super duper highway of your spinal column vertically from the pelvis all the way up through to the crown of the head. It's going to bring circulation into your back. It's going to bring stretch and happiness into the plethora of your back muscles. And overall, it's going to feel damn good. Are you ready? So we're going to start with a position where we come a little forwards of your seat. So sat a little bit more towards the front edge of your seat or whatever you're sitting on. And the feet are going to be in about roughly a hip width position. Okay, so about the measurement of your hip bones. And we're going to begin to go into classic cat. So classic cats are moving through the two curves of the spine of arching and rounding. When you arch the spine, you back bend basically, and when you round the spine, you kind of come into that active, aka slouch, I like to say. So what we're going to do is we're going to lean into the thighs, we're going to arch your spine, so coming into that gentle back bend, hi, and then we're going to reverse that curve as we round off your sitting bones. And the spine, as I mentioned, runs from the hips to the head, so we're using the eyes to inform the positioning of the neck. As you round back off your bum bones, you are looking down to the center of your universe, and then as you lean into your thighs, you're lengthening your thighs, you're lengthening your eyes. As you lean into your thighs, you're lengthening your eyes up. This is your classic seated cat. And I always encourage you guys to go at the pacing that works for you. So see how you're feeling today in your mood space, in your energy levels. Halfway through the week, we might be a little bit fatigued. So I know I am a little bit. So just taking the tempo that works for your energy and your mood levels today. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round. Classic seated cat. As you arch your back, as you lean into your thighs and the eyes lift upwards, you're opening up the front of your spine. So you're opening up your abdomen, your ribs, your chest. And then as you round back, you're opening up the back of the spine and all the back muscles are stretching. Inhale, arch, exhale, round. Find your flow. Let's do another couple here of these classic cats. And now the next time you round back, we're going to elaborate on the cat into what I call our dives. So the spine is rounded, there's a passing between the legs. You're going to go for a dive, a bit of a gander down through your legs, looking down there. And then As you come up, you're going to change the curve of your back, so you arc your spine, you arch your spine in the opposing curve. This is your dive. You round off your sits bones, you look down to your thighs or towards the ground, dive it out. This is a really lovely one to take your time with. And then as you reach forwards of your thighs, you arch your spine to come up. We can start to feel out that flow a little bit more here. Move in between the two curves of your arch to rounded back. The more you nod your chin to your chest, you're stretching out the back of the neck. And then you want to change the curve of the back first, so lift the collarbones up and then arch your way up. Let's do a couple more in this direction. If you like to coordinate your breath, otherwise you can just keep your breath intuitive to how you want to breathe. Otherwise, exhale to round. Inhale to dive. And come up. Let's finish this flow, last one. And then we're going to reverse it. So we're going to this time lean into your thighs. The back is more in its extended position. And then we're going to contract into ourselves to then roll the spine up. So we round out the spine and roll up. You lean in, think about sending your butt bones behind you as you lead your collarbones forwards to the screen. And then you go in and you round yourself to roll up. The back loves a bit of arching, a bit of passive extension, which is where we are now as we lead the chest forwards. Because if you think about it, all too often in our day, especially if we're sat over a desk or working, or even, you know, just general postural habits, we tend to flex and round into more of that stoopy spine where we're stooped over the legs. So we need to balance out the positioning of that spinal setup by bringing more extension, more arching into the spine. And these, I call these the waves, because actually what you find is if you have got this, explore a bit of a swifter tempo and a smaller range, and you find that actually what begins to creep into the body is this sensation of wave type of movement. Literally like the spine becomes like a crest of a wave if you speed it up. If it's your first time doing this, take your time, keep the range lovely and large. So this is your seated cat flow. Let's go for a couple more. And then last one. Good. So that was your seated cat flow. Okay, we have the classic cats to recap. We then moved into the dives, where we dived down through the legs and arched up, and then we reversed that movement where we waved our way through. And it just brings some life into the spinal column. We want to be careful not to judge the back and what movement it may or may be holding back from today, okay? And especially if this is your first time doing such movements, you will free up the more you do these kinds of movements. I absolutely promise you that. So go again, do it for yourself in your own rhythm, your own time, with your intuitive breath. Explore the timing, explore a bit of the range of motion, see what feels good, explore what doesn't feel so good. Go with always what feels great for stretching out the front and back of the spine, opening your back muscles, and around the front of your hips. And I am going to be leading in the new year a monthly move little, move often practice, because those of you that have been involved with Free Your Spine for the last couple of years will know that I often talk about the importance of moving little and moving often over setting yourself up with these big tasks of taking, classes 3 times a week at an hour and 15 minutes. Get that move little, move often practice in as much as you can, meaning 5 minutes here and there, day upon day. And with that, you notice very, very quickly and successfully how much the tensions and tightnesses and aches and pains begin to dissipate with that just consistent taking care of your spine and your body. So in January, we are leading the Free Your Spine Fix program, which is a move little, move often program. And I'm just going to talk a tiny bit about that, just so you have the heads up as to what that is about and what it entails. It's going to be a month-long program where I go live with you every morning, 8 a.m. British Standard Time, from a private Facebook group where we explore movements that I've just taken you through, similar movements that I've just taken you through, for the spine, for the hips, and freeing up the body generally, with a specific focus on freeing up the spinal column, releasing the tensions and tightnesses of your back and your hips. And the reason I want to go live every day is to really cultivate and really encourage that discipline of moving often and moving little. Now, the session's going to last 30 minutes, so it's not going to be a full-blown hour. 30 minutes is more than enough, though, to provide that juice, begin to feel that liberation of stresses and strains in the muscles, in the tissues, in the ligaments, around the upper, middle, lower back and hips. And we're going to work with a different focus each week. So first week, every class will follow the same format. With the first week, we will be seated, doing a lot of opening of the backs and hips from a seated position on a chair, because the chair is a great prop to help facilitate motion and movement for the body. The second week, we're going to take it to standing, so it's going to be a little bit more active, a little bit more functional, a little bit more strength-based as well, with some of the standing work that we get into, but still very much an emphasis on motioning, moving the spinal column, releasing the back muscles, and opening up the muscles around your hips. The third week, we're going to do a mixture of the both, where we take it from seated to standing. And then the fourth week will be focusing on taking it down to the ground for a lovely floor-based massage for your spine practice. Okay, so 30 minutes every day, kicking off January the 4th. This is for you if you know that it's time, like you can't stretch out not doing anything regularly and consistently with your body anymore, because your back is talking to you, you're waking up with an orchestra of clicks, potentially, crackles, pops, it's making all kinds of noises in your joints. This is for you if you want to really improve your joint health, for 1, really improve your flexibility, for 2, and 3, really begin to cultivate and make a commitment towards developing a little and often movement practice. This is also for you if you tend to sit too many hours in the day, and you know that by starting your day, if you join live, there will be links sent out to you, as well as all the classes will be saved in the group. This is also for you if you know that you tend to be in fixed, held positions of your back and your hips every day, and you sit for too many hours in the day. So for all my sedentary friends, this is for you. This is also for you if you are all the way over there with feeling all the ickiness in your back, all the tightness, feel like you're carrying a ton of bricks around your pelvis. You feel like your back, you're like 40 years older than where you are actually in age. And as Joseph Pilates said, a wise man once said, that you are as old as your spine feels, okay? So this is for you if you feel old, but actually you're not old because you just haven't quite found something that can really free yourself up yet. This is also for you if you practice yoga, Pilates, and you want something to complement your existing practices. Then this is a great addition for your spine. This is also for you if you've never practiced yoga or Pilates, don't have any knowledge of yoga and Pilates. This is definitely for you, okay? So, yes, please, please, please reach out if you have any questions. I'm doing a special offer. I pulled together a special offer for everyone in this group. The program is normally £1,200. I'm doing it for 50% of that, £600. We go live every day, Monday to Friday, give you guys a break on the weekend. It's from a private Facebook group, 8 a.m. every day. And that's it. Make 2021 the year that you get on top of your aches and your pains, freeing up your body, your back, your hips. And a big piece as well is bringing that calmness, that clarity, that sense of feel good into your mood and mind space. This is a massive motivating piece behind why I do what I do, and love to help people feel the best and the finest that they can feel in their physical and emotional well-being. Any questions, feel free to reach out to me, and I will see you again soon. Have a great rest of your week. Bye for now.